It's DSA1 UGA fan rant and opinion. Just want to chop it up with y'all for a little minute on the way back from work, you know what I'm saying? And I spoke with some folks in certain Bulldog chat rooms on Facebook, and a lot of them are real delusional, saying, oh, don't be speaking negative about the Bulldogs. You ain't a real fan if you think Georgia gonna lose to Alabama. And a couple of us that was in there were giving some pushback in relation to what was being said. Like, we're not being negative. We see it for what it is. The team that we like to pull for could not do damage as far as scoring against Clemson. Don't even count the Tennessee Tech game or the Kentucky game, even though we know every other year or so Kentucky gonna come out and fight. We know that. But in order for the fan base, in my opinion, to really ride with what Georgia is doing as far as the coaching staff and the players, some games you got to go out and punch them in the mouth. Kentucky came out and threw their hands up and they was ready to get down. Georgia came out and was like, all right, we gonna put up a fight, but we really ain't trying to take it there. So with that game going the way that it went, that gave a lot of fans that really looked at it for what it was, and I'm not talking about the Disney dolls that really don't see nothing wrong, especially with what I kept saying, the statement of Bobo can't run the plays, he can't throw the ball, he can't hand the ball off, and Kirby Smart can't be out on defense doing X, Y, and Z. My rebuttal to it was this: if you a coach and you see your players on the field messing up, you need to pull them. I ain't say pull them for the whole game, but pull them, settle them down, calm them down, and then put them back in there. There is no excuse that the media keep talking about next man up, next man up. Where is Georgia's next man up? That's what I want to know. The same thing I've been saying for like maybe a year or so, and I'm saying longer than that in certain comment sections. Kirby Smart grab up these quarterbacks, they don't get developed as well, and then when it's time for them to get into a game like last night would have been a good time to put Gunner in there. Gunner gonna do what he's supposed to do. He gonna gun the ball. He might be off, but he gonna get out of there. I think he's a shorter, stockier version of Stetson Bennett. He gonna get up out of there. He ain't gonna sit back there and try to escape. He gonna get up out of there. He gonna get you 5 to 10 yards if need be. Carson Beck, on the other hand, he's not that type of quarterback. We all know that. Am I mad at Carson Beck? No, I'm not. I'm just frustrated with the aspect of the media constantly hyping these QBs up and they not falling through. Carson was shook for the first 3 quarters. I started watching the game like, I want to say 7 minutes in, I started watching it. I just was not going to sit there and watch the embarrassment just to keep getting notifications on YouTube that not YouTube, but Yahoo, that Georgia was literally making a comeback. I heard that the part that I started watching from that point on up until dang near the end of the game, Georgia came back. Like, they fought back. I like that. I'm not gonna sit up here and beat up on the team in that regard. But the first 3 parts of the game, the first 3 quarters of the game, Georgia looked like they didn't know what the hell was going on. Beck not looking downfield. He'll scramble, but he ain't gonna look downfield. That's what Milroe and other good quarterbacks got him beat at. Beck's not gonna look downfield and find the open receiver or bring the defenders to him, and then dump it 5 or 10 yards and get a run. He gonna throw into heavy coverage because he panicking. When Beck showed me during the spring game, I think it was Stetson's last year, that he wasn't gonna at least push the cornerback out of bounds, or at least try to make a tackle or something like that. And even Dog Nation spoke on that. It was like, that's some questionable attributes or questionable actions that a quarterback would take to not prevent the cornerback from scoring or getting any more yards. He showed that. He scrambled, and instead of just lunging into the defenders to get the first down, he went parallel with the daggone line, with the 10-yard line, to not get hit. And it's like 4th and 1 or something like that. Scary ass. Carson Beck, scary as hell. Scary ass quarterback. I guess Stetson would have took that hit. Stetson would have ran somebody over to get that first down. And as far as people go into talking about they can't stand Bobo for having a mediocre play stylist, Manila, I give them that. Folks want Bobo gone. I can understand that. I gave Bobo 2 years, last year and this year, to get this shit together, and it don't look like he doing it. I wonder what offensive coordinator. I would like to see an offensive coordinator from the old Pac-12 / Mountain West / AAC conference. I would like to see one of those offensive coordinators get in there and show something. Because we don't need another Chaney. His plays were way too complicated. Them dudes, when Kirby Smart was starting to get his squad together the first 5 years he was there, them boys came out and said the second season, like, man, we didn't understand what the hell he was doing. It took us a whole year to get like, oh, okay, now I get it. I'm ready to rock with it now. I'm ready to go. And even he wasn't putting up numbers like that. And then on Dog Nation, yeah, when Bobo last season, he was averaging 42 points. Why the hell would it have to take him that long to get up to 42 damn points? To a degree, I blame Mark Richt for that, because he didn't have a big line like Alabama. That's what was kicking our ass a lot of the time. We didn't have a big offensive line. Kirby know that. Kirby studied under goddamn Palpatine. I ain't gonna call Nick Saban Darth Vader. I'm gonna call him Palpatine, because Kalen DeBoer, as of right now, is looking like Darth Vader. And Kirby got his squad looking like the Rebels, and he goddamn Luke Skywalker. He don't want to punch him in the mouth. Well, our team showed resiliency, and we came back, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not trying to hit it. You had 2 weeks to prepare for a dual threat quarterback. Milroe is a dual threat quarterback. He will run you over, if not get the first down, and if he see your linebackers or corners lacking, he gonna launch it. They was killing us with them intermediate passes and a couple of deep passes. And I was trying to remember the little 17-year-old boy name. That boy got hands. I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't even mad that we lost. I knew we were gonna lose. To me, it's more of how you lose. Alabama came out there and stomped Georgia in the face with a hobnail boot. But then Georgia started to fight back. They pulled that hobnail out their face and started throwing hands. I like that, but what the hell was that in the first 3 quarters? Where was that at? And I dare somebody to get in my comment section talking about Carson needed to get settled. Carson was scared as hell. You got, out of the quarterbacks that I know, because I know it's at least 5 quarterbacks on this squad, maybe 6, because I looked it up. You got Jaden Rashada from Arizona State, freshman. You got Puglisi. I don't even expect him to know what's going on. I don't expect Rashada to know what's really going on either, but I would put him over Puglisi because he's played college before. He might not have got a lot of minutes, but he's played before. You got Gunner. How the hell is Kirby getting all these damn quarterbacks and they're not getting any experience? You're there for 3 years. Oh, well, we're mad that these players come to the school and then they don't stay because they're not getting playing time. Look at what it does to him. It handicaps the hell out of him. I'm going to keep going back to this until I see otherwise. Nick Saban had Tua and Jalen Hurts. Jalen got hurt in the damn Ole Miss game. We were on his head in the championship. He pulled him and put Tua in, and he killed us. Tua started that following year. Went ham. He got hurt. We was on his head. As far as fans, talking to other fans. Georgia was on his head. He pulled Tua out, put Jalen in, and beat our ass again. Kirby, what the fuck are you not understanding about pulling players when they not playing good? Kirby playing daddy ball. I don't care what nobody say. Get mad. Holler at your mama. And talk to your dog. He playing daddy ball too much with these daggone quarterbacks. From what I heard BA was saying on Dog Nation, Nate Frazier's hurt. Okay, understand that. What the hell is going on with Broderick Robinson? Is he still hurt? How you get all these recruits and ain't none of them prepared to be in the game? How? I'm so sick of media and fans talking about next man up. I wish a lot of y'all that talk that next man up shit, shut up. Shut the hell up. Don't say nothing. Because we ain't, real fans in Georgia, we ain't seeing no next man up mentality. We not seeing it. Stackhouse watched Milroe run between him. His big bread built ass did not even try to push the man, tackle him, go for the thigh, nothing. He just ran right beside him. That stuff I'm used to seeing in Pop Warner games. That stuff I'm used to seeing in the rec league. From 6 up to 12. I'm used to seeing that then. You a grown ass man. How the hell you not make a tackle? At least throw him off. Not throw him, but at least throw your body into him to stumble him. Something. You did nothing. You ran right beside him. Defense. Y'all tackling like little boys. And what I mean by tackling like little boys, y'all have, same as last year, y'all got that man trapped in the backfield and y'all going for a goddamn shoulder tackle. He is too big to be grabbing by his shoulders trying to bring him down. Why the hell are y'all still doing that? And I was speaking with my coach about it. He says it's a generational thing because I'm seeing it like high school and college. I'm seeing them all do it. How is it that you can get coached to not grab the shoulders and you're grabbing the shoulders? You get through the pocket. You're a defensive end. You coming off the edge. You got a clean shot to knock his waist loose. You grab straight for the shoulders. He duck and roll under it like a boxer and he take off. These young men in Alabama, they came to beat Georgia ass. And I'm saying this because I done already typed this in other sections. Kirby is looking like Mark Richt 2.0. It's like he got to get his ass whooped as a coach to then want to play up. Why you got to wait for that? I would have been cool with Georgia losing if it was a back and forth game. Bama scored 14, Georgia come back and score 10. Bama scored 21, Georgia got 17. I can accept that type of loss. Bama came out and put their foot in Georgia ass 28-7 in the first half. And then I think they scored again in the third quarter. It's too late to try to make a comeback. No, it ain't. Georgia almost had it till he threw a pick. I ain't even mad at him throwing a pick. He was scared the whole fucking game. Should have threw Gunner in there. Gunner's the oldest quarterback we got as far as relevancy and being in this offensive style as far as playbook goes. He's the oldest player that's there. Why is he not getting any playing time? I don't even think he got in really during the Tennessee Tech game. You should have let him run that whole game. You should have let him play that whole entire game. I've said this in previous videos. I don't think it's cool to put a freshman into the fire like that. But I'm also going to say this. When your star quarterback is looking like hot Cheeto trash, what is there to lose? What are you losing? Roderick can't run for real. Nate hurt. Cash Jones didn't even really get the ball like that. Speaking on that, the defense really didn't even set the edge. They kept running the ball to the edge and no defense. Like, come on now. Kirby's supposed to be some kind of defensive mastermind. You didn't pick that up in the first half? That they basically taking over the edge and going into the second quarter, not first half, first quarter, going into the second quarter, you didn't realize they was killing us on the edge? Where all this next man up shit at? Any Georgia fan that get in my comment section talking about this goofy shit, shut the hell up. There was no next man up, nothing. We beat Kentucky, you should be happy. No, I'm not happy with lackadaisical fuckery. No, I'm never going to be happy with that. Clemson came out and tried. Since they lost to Georgia, I think they done won every game they had since the loss to Georgia. Kentucky, I think they lost to South Carolina or something like that. They lost. They 2-2 right now. They went out there and put in work on Ole Miss. Talking about some of these goof ass fans in these different areas of the internet that I go to. Some of them say we're going 8-4. I can see it. Keep playing like this. I can see it because all this slow, sluggish start stuff that Georgia keep doing is gonna happen. Monken was doing this. I don't understand what the hell is going on with these offenses that Georgia has, but they have all started slow. Granted, a lot of that is not Carson's fault. It's not. I'm not going to throw him under the bus like that and say all that is fault. Arian Smith got oven mitts on his hands. That boy won't catch a cold, catch COVID, catch crabs out the water. That boy won't catch nothing. BA talking about Malachi Starks. Him and the other dude, I forgot his name, talking about Malachi Starks didn't look too good. I can understand why. I really can understand why. Them daggone wide receivers was out there putting in work. Their whole scheme was not to try to me. The scheme was not to try Malachi deep. You try Malachi deep, he gonna get you. You hit him with short, intermediate passes. Carson couldn't do that. Bobo, and I forgot who the other offensive coordinator was. They were playing 10 yards off the majority of the game. Where were the wheel routes? Where were the crossing routes? Where were the 5 and in, 10 and in? Where were those at? Oh yeah, you can't get it because the offensive line was on part-time, halfway blocking. You see the blitz coming, Carson. How come you didn't switch up the play and switch up the formation since Kirby said 90% of the time the play get changed at the line of scrimmage? And to some of you fans who keep talking about it's not the coach's fault, it is the coach's fault when your player don't know what the hell he doing. He can't read coverages. You need to get somebody in there who can. And if none of your QBs can read coverages, that's a coaching problem. 50% on the coaches, 50% on the players. That's a coaching issue. He can't read defenses, that's a problem. That is a serious problem. As of right now, I'm done ranting, man. I'll holler at y'all later.